6. So at 6:30, so because we leave at 7. I did take a nap though in between. We got here early, so I got to take a nap. Literally, I just like laid on the needle beds. Like they're probably gross, but I was
I
sweating.
I kicked them to bed last night. It was like 10 something. I was nodded off for a little bit. Then I woke up and I ended up cleaning like the bathrooms, the kitchen, scrub the floors, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then went back to sleep. Woke up this morning, cooked them all breakfast.
Gotta get on the grind.
Cut the grass yesterday afternoon in between while he was here at class.
Oh, it's hot out.
Well, I had to get it done. It hadn't been done for like a week, and
I know, but it's like really
it wasn't.
hot.
The saving grace, it was not humid. It was hot, but it wasn't humid, so I was able to get through that. I weed whacked earlier in the morning, so I had that already eliminated. But it's like our neighbors were having something that we were supposed to go over and spend time over there, just hanging out. I wanted to get the pool open, so I'm like 3/4 there on that. It's open, it's filtering. I got all the chemicals in it doing its thing. Had it tested already. Added what I needed to add today.
My parents hire people to do stuff like that. We're always out, so we can't like maintain like our yard and stuff. Still got oh, I was in my head. I was like, after lessons, I was so tired, and we did open hand, which means like it's all arms and shoulders and chest. And after the lesson, I went to Wawa to get lunch so that I don't have to buy lunch when I'm here. And I was like walking around. I was like, Mom, I might cancel my lessons today. It felt awful, but thank goodness she gave me Tylenol. Tylenol? She gave me something. I don't know what she gave me. She gave me something, pain reliever, and within like 15 minutes, I was like, okay, I think I'm fine now. But, oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna pass out. How's powder practice working for you? Good. Have you been also practicing your techniques? You have to do that. Yeah, just gotta make sure that you're reviewing all of the techniques, because we did techniques last week, right? Yeah. Yeah. You need to make sure you review your techniques because it's good to get an early start because by the time you get your black belt testing, you'll have it down. And you don't have to cram or like learn anything last minute, you know what I mean? Yep. So I think we'll start off with techniques. Or let's do this. We'll start off with tricks and end with techniques. So remember the techniques.
That's not, yeah, exactly.
Make sure you're practicing those techniques.
You shouldn't even be able, like literally. You know?
Still got
You gotta walk hammer to get the hammer, so it's gotta be tilted. Palm it or something. That's a hammer. And it wouldn't break. That's what I'm saying. You feel to send it back to him and see what
So this week, Harry Styles came out with a new album. I don't know if you heard, but Harry Styles, you know who he is, right? The singer.
I have no idea.
Okay, he's a really famous.
How do you think? Wait. How old do you think I am?
I don't know, old enough to know the artists of today.
Well,
well, my mom knows who Harry Styles is. You know what One Direction is?
I've heard of the band. I wouldn't listen to it to save my
life. So
life.
they broke up, and like one of the guys is like they're mostly independent now, and he came out with a new album, and it was Friday. It came out, and me, being the dumb teeny that I am, was like, okay, I'm gonna stay up until 12 till it releases, listen to the whole album, and then go to bed. So at 12 o'clock, I was showering at 12. And then I was like, oh my gosh, wait, it's 12 o'clock. So I played it, listened to the whole thing. It's about a 45-minute long album, which isn't so terribly long. But I listened to it and I was like, man, it's a great album. Let me play it again.
So wait, you did this the entire time while you were at home?
This was Thursday. This was Thursday night, Friday morning.
I would say I feel bad for you, but I've actually gone to release parties for things where you couldn't just download it. See, when like Harry Potter books would come out, I would go
Yeah.
buy them the night they came out.
Yeah, you have to go on.
And you actually had to be at Barnes and Noble at midnight to try to get it. And you wait till like 3:30 in the morning before you finally got through.
The whole yeah.
Yeah.
And but then afterwards I played again, so I went to bed at like 1:30. Went to school, was listening it the whole time. Saturday I listened to it a bunch, and then Saturday night I couldn't sleep, even though I was exhausted. You know, like when your body's tired but you're not sleepy, like that's the worst conflict ever. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn one of the songs on guitar. So I was like practicing guitar, and then I got really, really into it, and then I wasn't tired anymore. So then I was just up, and then, like I said, I was up and playing until 2, like 3, but we'll say 2. And then, so basically, I'm sleep deprived, didn't do my homework, but
Ooh, you still gotta go and do homework. That sucks.
but it's okay because a lot of my teachers, they're
Yeah, I
like,
bet it does.
you know, you guys have lives outside of school, so if you don't submit your homework on time and you submit it at least like a day later and just say, oh, I submitted it late, like you're cool. Like a lot of my teachers are really understanding that, but like my excuse is not really as valid. I was playing guitar as my excuse. And we went to 100 already, so let's go. You have to do 125, and you only get 4 breaks. All right? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Did we do this?
Yes, last week.
Yeah, we did.
Screw ups don't count as a break. It's when you stop.
It's when you stop and you. That's a break. All right. All right. Let me move these out of the way. When we do jump ropes, make sure you move your checks outside of the premises so you don't roll an ankle. All right. So 25. You have 4. Alright, and then.
Wait,
step on
25 or
open.
125?
125. You know what I meant. And then wrap it more. And yeah, that should be good. Alright. Go for it. Nice jump in. Oh, you're good. Keep going. Alright, that's a break. 25? Alright.
Tie your shorts. That's part of your problem.
It's so weird. I typically don't wear shorts, but it's so hot not to wear shorts now. I told myself because I don't like wearing shorts. I don't know. They're just like too baggy on the bottom, but it was like just way too hot.
Come here, Gavin. Better?
Yeah.
Come on. That counted as your break. Oh, that's fine. Keep going. Keep going. That's 3. Only one more break left. Alright, this is your last break. What number you want? You don't know?
110.
You don't know? Are you sure? Positive?
I'm positive.
Are you sure?
I'm certain.
Alright, next time you gotta be 100% positive. You're on 100 now. You have 25. push-ups we do 20, right? You've been doing 20 or 15? 15? Alright, cool. So, you have an option.
What color?
You can
what
do
degree are you in? Second?
15 with the harder band, or you can do 22 with this band.
Extra harder. Harder band.
Harder band? 15? Alright. Go. Oh, no drink. You gotta do this first and then drink.
Yes,
Yep. Alright. And then, I know it's kind of tiring doing the 125, but
How long does
what
that
I just
test
did right there in front of you was 125, and the reason why it was so easy for me, not because I've been doing jump rope a lot, or not because I can endure 125, it's because of my form. You'll notice I literally jump that much
That's cool.
every single time if you have the video of my feet. Like that one got it. You'll see I'm literally doing this. Alright, I'm not going up, because that takes way more effort than it needs to. All the way down. 2, very good. 3, keep that stomach up.
You ever got in a fist
4,
fight outside of here?
stomach up. Yep, lean a little bit more forward. 5, elbows back. Elbows back. Yep, there you go. 6, good. 7, 8, 9, take your time.
How old were
Don't
you
rush
out
it.
there? 20?
It was a bit little, so I didn't get my actual bite on it.
Alright.
Before you were doing
10.
karate?
Getting much better on these. 11. 12. Try not to go feet. 13. Get that stomach up. 14. 15. Alright, good. Gotta get some more. Good job. Wait. Good. Alright, cool. So, do you remember which ones we did last time?
You know,
Oh, we're doing tricks first, but
Johnny's hand and the punch outside.
alright, cool.
because,
Let me get my own checks.
That's when I got flipped, and I'm 250 pounds on my back. This is what he was doing. This was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It wasn't the first day. It was a white belt. This was probably like a month into it, maybe 2 months into it.
Dad, did you do your thing
Dude,
where it was like?
well, my neck here, I it was either that time or a time when I had one of the officers. This time he grappled with like a blue belt, like police officer, right? And this guy was cranking down on my neck, and like I don't know if it was him or whatever, but I had 2 vertebrae put me down for 2 years.
Alright. So what specifically do you want to learn?
Yeah, it fell flat on my back, and they're like, "Oh no, you're supposed to land on your side."
Was the thing
Yeah, I'm like,
to my kata.
Alright. So the ones that you have in your kata, which ones do you have the most trouble with?
Most, mostly both of them because see, that one's tricky and also this one.
This trick?
Yes, and it's hard to get the other one with my wrist because but it feels uncomfortable getting farther away.
What do you mean further away?
Further away like this in my arms. Yeah, it doesn't feel as comfortable.
Yeah, it's gonna feel weird until you get it down. Alright, it's nunchucks. A lot of the stuff with nunchucks is a lot of wrist and a lot of different hand placements. So that I think that one was fine, but I want to try to get you to stay still.
And he comes over and says, "You okay?"
Yeah.
Land on your back. No.
So you have that one.
He shows you push them up.
You have, and this is the one that you want to work on.
Yeah, and this
You
one
know,
is
I laid there like this.
I think that one's fine. You just need to make sure you stay facing forward. Like mine isn't super clean, but I try to stay forward so that I isolate working on my. You know, isolating.
yeah, more. No, I don't. But I mean, like, it's more like hitting, striking.
Alright, you're gonna have to, so in order for that to stop, so first off, isolate means focus on a specific spot. So if I wanna isolate my hand movements, I'm gonna freeze my body. So I could just work my wrist. Does that make sense? And then, so, the biggest thing is just going faster. Alright, you're putting too much force for the speed that you're going at.
Yeah, it's harder to hold my arm still.
Alright, you're just gonna have to get used to it.
It's like with the jump ropes, Gavin, where the difference between you working harder and she's just jumping a little bit. That's the same thing. Is what she's
You just
telling
have
you.
to go. See how you're hitting forward hard, but when you do that, there's an extra spin afterwards. All right, and that's happening because you're not moving his hand fast enough for it to spin to the other side. Does that make sense? So you're gonna have to just move those hands a lot quicker. All right, so try it out. Let me see. Yep, work on this, and then try working on just using that wrist. Try to not hit yourself. Yeah, just use the wrist.
But if you get one that's not guiding you,
Yeah, that's fine. You might hit yourself a little bit more with that. Yeah.
but that's the thing, like that. Me, I was so out of shape, I shouldn't have. But now, if I was more in shape, I would have been better. I probably would have been alright.
You see how my arm is moving, but it's not the one that's guiding the chuck, right? It's my wrist that's controlling the chuck. My elbow is more just like, well, the rest of my arm is kind of just stabilizing it.
Yeah, it took these guys a long time to level up.
Do your right hand, because I know you're left-handed. I want you to work on your right. Yeah, that's the one you work on, alright? Try to go slow first.
Yeah, well,
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're doing rigid motions. I want you to think circular. Circle, circle,
Yeah, well,
circle,
Tony's.
circle, circle. Yeah, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work a lot on that right hand. All right. So I know you're left-handed, so I wouldn't focus a lot on on your left, because you can get those down probably within like 2 or 3 days if you work on it lightly with your left. With your right hand, you're gonna have to drill this every single day. All right. Every single day. If you're watching, when you're watching your YouTube or watching someone playing a game on Twitch or whatever you do, just stand right there, do your figure eights, and then do your tricks, and do your tricks, and do your tricks as well. Alright? And I think I've told you this before, right? I've told you this before, right? Are you doing that? Are you practicing? Are you taking advantage of the time that you have while you are watching your videos and stuff? Or are you just watching the videos?
You gotta find a
Now
time
I work on that.
to trade.
Form has sacrifices, alright? If you want to look good with something, you have to sacrifice
You
the
guys
fun
aren't
stuff, alright?
technically
And it'll all work out in the end. Because once you get all the hard stuff down, and you have that down, you can have more time to do whatever you want, because you got the first thing down. Does that make sense? It's kind of like, you can't just play on the playground and not do your math homework. Because then you won't get good at math homework, you'll get good at playing games on the playground. Right? But once you get done your math homework, and you get it done in 5 minutes, you can play as much as you want on the playground. Same thing. Alright. Remember, use that right hand.
See how it works with that one.
Okay. Go slow. 1, 2. 1, 2. Think of it like backhand, and then grab down. Backhand, grab down. Backhand, grab down. Backhand, down. Alright, let me see this.
Shotokan?
That's like trad. Shotokan.
I had a roommate in college who was green belt at that at the time. I had a roommate in college who was studying Shotokan at the time.
Yeah. Shotokan katas are so cool. They're all strength and technique.
When they throw, I like that.
1, 1. One, two, one, two, one, two. If you look at my wrists, I'm doing a circle, and then doing inward circle. Outward circle, inward circle. Outward circle, inward circle. It's like
Wait, one more time.
You're going
Always do.
outward circle,
Like I said, if you knock the guy out first,
outward
you don't have
circle,
to worry about
inward
fighting him.
circle. Yeah.
Hit
So,
him right on his jaw.
okay. Have you ever seen like cowboys with the lasso? They like whip it around their head.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever seen someone cooking and they're stirring like this? All right. So imagine someone's cooking, stirring like this. All right. You're stirring something. All right. I want you to think lasso, stirring the pot. Lasso, stirring the pot.
But would
Lasso,
you do
stir,
that? Would you
lasso,
throw
stir, lasso,
elbows?
stir,
Is
lasso,
that
stir.
what you're doing? So they just
Oh, remember.
hit him
Up,
in the ribs, neck,
up.
face, whatever.
Up.
Yeah, that's it.
Up. Don't switch it. Keep it in that hand. Keep it in the right hand. Nope. Put it in the right hand. We're gonna work a lot on this right hand. Good. Stir the pot. There you go. Go back up. Keep it flat. Keep it flat. Nope.
Yeah, that's confused.
Don't go straight into it, alright? When you get the transition, keep working on that transition by itself. Don't try and go fast. Alright? Because if you go fast right away, you're going to get too
Basically,
confused.
your
Alright,
foundation.
start baby steps. Alright.
Now let's start training at this point.
Freeze. You're going here. Point your wrist. Put your finger, your thumb up. Yeah, thumb up. Thumb up. Thumb up. There you go. Alright. Now don't think. Watch this. Don't do this. See this? I'm going like this. I'm going to exaggerate. I want you to go this. Alright? Oh, you're still going like this. Better.
Right hand.
Oh yeah, put it on the right hand. Much better. Alright. Now flip it. Flip it. There you go. Flip it. Flip. Flip. Oh, don't go too fast. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And a good drill to do this, to get this down, is go slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you keep going until you get that down. And then, hi guys. You guys can pick whichever mat, but there's another lesson going on over there. But
Okay. Just hide them over in the corner somewhere.
yeah, you can honestly work here too. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once you get that down, do 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And eventually when you get that down, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. Let's switch. So, what was the other toss you said?
Yeah.
All right. So which toss?
No.
All right. Do you have simple toss? All right. So, what I saw from there is you doing this. Watch me. I want you to stand right there and face. Actually, stand over here. So the camera can catch it. All right. And go on that line. All right. This is what you did. What you did, I'll do it again. Watch the direction of my hand.
It's forward.
Forward going. You're doing it on an angle, right? You want to make sure it's flat up. I like to think of it like an outward block.
That's what they
Or
were
with the
saying.
wrist.
They're saying people are getting it, but like
Okay.